Hello children, I hope you all are fine. I am very excited to see you all through this video lesson program. I know you all are very eager to learn. Okay, take your comfort seat and join in the video lesson with me. Today, in this session, we are going through 7th standard term 2 English, unit 2 poem Wandering Singers, which was written by Sarojini Naidu. By learning the poem, the children would acquire the following as learning outcomes. Now see what they are. Enrichment of vocabulary, refers dictionary to find meaning, spelling of words while reading and writing. Understand the poem and try to write summary for it. Children, I ask some questions. Would you answer for that? Good. On the street, people sing with wonderful voice. Have you seen? Oh, superb. In my childhood, I was also very interested to see the show of street singers. I know you have seen the musical instruments. Would you list out few musical instruments you know? Good. Here I show you some musical instruments. Have a look at them. Piano, mridangam, nadashwaram, flute, guitar, tabla, veena, violin, ghatam, kanjira. Do you like to play any musical instrument? These are the musical instruments which gives liveliness for the lyrics of the poem. No one in the world dislikes music. Shall we move on the poem? Yes, come on children. The title of the poem is Wandering Singers. Yes, the poem is about the wandering singers who engage their entire life in singing for others' pleasure and never minds about their pleasure. They entertain us with their splendid songs. They are transmitting culture, heritage and tradition of one place to other by their wonderful songs. This poem was written by Sarojini Naidu. Have you heard about her? Oh, good. The poetess Sarojini Naidu was great to paint the life of wandering singers in poetic words. She was a famous Indian poet and a major freedom fighter. She was given a sobriquet Bharat Kokila, the Nightingale of India, on account of her beautiful poems and songs. She started writing poems at the age of 12. She was the first woman governor of Uttar Pradesh state in India in 1947. Students, now I read the poem and you listen carefully. Wandering Singers. Where the voice of the wind calls our wandering feet through echoing forest and echoing street. With lutes in our hands, ever singing we roam. All men are our kindred, the world is our home. Our lays are of cities, whose lustre is shed. The laughter and beauty of women long dead. Wandering singers, where the voice of the wind calls our wandering feet, through echoing forest and echoing street, with lutes in our hands, ever singing we roam. All men are our kindred, the world is our home. Our lays are of cities, whose lustre is shed. The laughter and beauty of women long dead. The sword of old battles, the crown of old kings, unhappy and simple and sorrowful things. What hope shall we gather? What dreams shall we sow? Where the wind calls our wandering footsteps, we go. No love bids us tarry, no joy bids us wait. The voice of the wind is the voice of our fate, written by Sarojini Naidu. Students, now we can see the glossary which are given in the poem. Glossary. Wander means roam. Echo. Echo means reflection of sound. Lute. Lute means a kind of stringed musical instrument. Fourth one is roam. Roam means travel. Fifth one is kindred. Kindred means relations. Sixth one is lace. Lace means songs. Seventh one is luster. Luster means soft glow. Eighth one is long dead. Long dead means died long time ago. Ninth one is sword, a weapon with a long metal blade. The next one is battle. Battle means war. The next one is crown. Crown means ornamental headdress. The next one is sorrowful. Sorrowful means sad. The next one is hope. Hope means aim, plan. The next one is sow. Sow means scatter, spread. 15th one is bits. Bits means put up. The next one is tarry. Tarry means wait. And the last one is fate. Fate means destiny. Okay, children. Now you can roll your eyes on the textbook at page number 127 and underline the important words in the poem. Shall we begin? The first line is, where the voice of the wind calls our wandering feet. Here I underline the word wandering. Wandering means roam. This line says that the wandering singers wander from place to place to convey the message of affection through their songs. The voice of the wind is the welcome tone of the wandering singers. Second line is, through echoing forest and echoing street. Here, echo. Echo means reflection of sound. This line shows that their songs are echoing in the forest and streets. They are wandering from town to town and village to village and make echoing their songs everywhere. The third line is, with lutes in our hands, ever singing we roam. The underlined words, lutes, roam. Here, lutes mean a kind of stringed musical instrument, and the meaning of roam is travel. This line says that they always carry some musical instruments with them and play the lutes, a stringed musical instrument, while singing as they roam from place to place. The last line of the first stanza is, all men are our kindred, the world is our home. Here, kindred means relations, and this line says about their brotherhood thought. Yes, they think of all humans are like their relatives, and therefore they feel the world is their home. Now, let us move on to the second stanza of the poem. See the first line of the second stanza. Our lays are of cities whose luster is shed. Here, the underlined word lace. Lace means songs and luster means soft glow. In this line, they sing about the cities. Once they were popular, now they have ruined or changed, and there is no glorious in their places. The next line is, the laughter and beauty of women long dead. Here the underlined word long dead means died long time ago. In this line, they sing about happy and beautiful of women who died long time ago. By their song, we come to know about the ancient lifestyle of a society. The next line is the sword of old battles, the crown of old kings. Here, the underlined words sword, battles, and crown. Sword means weapon, a weapon with a long metal blade, and the meaning of battle is war, and the crown is an ornamental headdress. In their song, they tell us stories about old battles and of old kings. By that, we come to know about the bravery of the kings, the wars fought by them, and their victories. The next line is unhappy and simple and sorrowful things. The meaning of sorrowful is sad. This line tells that they sing about the happy, simple, and sad things of the people of the society. They not only sing about the happiness of the people, but also clearly states the every aspect of the life. Children, now we can see the third and last stanza of the poem. See, the first line of the third stanza is, what hope shall we gather? What dream shall we sow? Here the underlined word hope. Hope means aim or plan, and sow means scatter. This line clearly states the mind of the singers. They do not have dream or plan the way the other people do. They live without ambition but moves their life happily. The next line is, where the wind calls, our wandering footsteps we go. By this line, we come to know that their destiny is as changeable as the changing direction of the wind. They also move towards the way of the wind. Students, see the next line. No love bids us tarry, no joy bids us wait. Here, bids mean put up, and the meaning of tarry is wait. In this line, the wandering singers say that they are not held back by love or happiness because they like their wandering lifestyle. No one can make them to stay in one place. The last line of the poem is, the voice of the wind is the voice of our fate. The meaning of fate is destiny. Here, the poet used the words, the voice of the wind and the voice of our fate. This line says that they do not have permanent home, so the direction of the wind is their destiny. Their life is passing along the wind. Like this, the poet obviously showed the lifestyle of the wandering singers. Now we are going to see the summary of the poem. Shall we wander on the poem? Oh, good. The poem Wandering Singers is about the band of folk singers who wander from town to town and from village to village to spread the message of love through their singing. They have no fixed home. They often move from one place to another. The voice of the wind indicates the welcoming tones of the song. Whether they are traveling through streets or forests, that places echo their songs. They play lute as they roam from place to place. The theme of the songs that they sing goes back to the stories of ancient battles or of old kings. They also sing about the cities that were once glorious but no more. Happy and beautiful women who died long time ago and about their happy and sad things. The wandering singers have no family and no home, but they consider all mankind as their extended family and the world as their home. They do not dream or plan the way the other people do. For their lives, they do not follow a fixed regular pattern. Their destiny is as changeable as the changing direction of the wind. They are not held back by love or happiness. Yet they love their wandering lifestyle and they are happy to keep traveling forever. Students, it's time to sing. So here you can exhibit your talent with the teacher who is singing the poem in a style. Come on, make it joyful one. Now we are going to deal with the question and answers. I hope you all have understood the poem. Is it? Answer these questions. The first question is, which line tells you that the singers sing as they travel? So to find out the answer, let us go back to the poem. The third line of the first stanza. With lutes in our hands, ever singing we roam. This line tells of us that the singers sing as they travel. Now see how to write answer for that question. The line, with lutes in our hands, ever singing we roam, tells us that the singers sing as they travel. The second one is, the wandering singers have no permanent homes and families. Do they show any sadness about it? Or do they have a different notion of family and home? Now see what the answer would be. Although the wandering singers do not have any permanent home or family, they do not show any sadness about it. In the line, all men are our kindred, the world is our home. The wandering singers tell us that they consider all mankind as their family and the world as their home. So they feel a bond with everyone and at home and everywhere. Let us see. The third question is, what do the wandering singers sing about? What might their listeners get from their songs in terms of knowledge and more? Let's see what the answer is. The wandering singers sing about cities which were once great and famous, about the laughter and beauty of women who died long ago, old battles and kings of past, and happy, simple and sad things. So this is the answer for the third question. Now see what the listeners get in terms of knowledge. In terms of knowledge, listeners can learn something of history and folklore from the wandering singers as they sing of cities, battles, women and kings from the past. So it could be great deal of knowledge. Now let's know what they can get in terms of mood. In terms of mood, the listeners can feel fascination, curiosity, admiration, sadness and excitement as they hear about cities that used to be grand, women who were happy and beautiful, battles that were bravely fought, and the kings who were great, but none of whom exist anymore. Right? So the listeners might feel about mood of the poem. Now the fourth question is, why do the wandering singers not wait anywhere? Why do they keep traveling? Let us find out the answer. The wandering singers do not wait anywhere because no close ties and loving relations make them stay at any particular place. Their happiness is not associated with a particular place. Let us find out the answer. The wandering singers do not wait anywhere because no close ties and loving relationship make them stay at any particular place. Their happiness is not associated with a particular place. They might want to wait. Instead, the wind as it moves, freely calling out to them to travel their destinations, keep changing like the wind. So they keep moving from one place to another. I hope children you all understood the answers. Well, go through the question answers thoroughly. Children, I ask you some questions. Think and find out the answers. Note down the questions in your notebook. Would you get ready? Answer the following questions. Which words in the poem mean the same as 1. Songs and 2. To stay longer? The second question is, where the voice of the wind calls our wandering feet through echoing forest and echoing street? From these lines, pick out the rhyming words. Okay. Third one is unhappy and simple and sorrowful things. From this line, you have to pick out the alliterated words. Fourth one is what determines the next destination of the wandering singers. Fifth one is what problems do you think these singers face? Sixth one is what is meant by wandering feet? Children, the last one, I give you some follow-up work and do it yourself at home. Note it down, children. For writing, I give you some questions. First one is, who was the poet? Who was the poet? Did you note down? The second one is, what is the other name given to Sarojini Naidu? What is the other name given to Sarojini Naidu? Shall we move to the third one? Whose voice is echoing in the street? Whose voice is echoing in the street? Did you note down? See the fourth one. What does the singer sing about the king? What does the singer sing about the king? The fifth one is, what does the word lace mean? What does the word lace mean? Did you note it? Okay. For activity, I give you some activities. First one is collect the picture of various musical instruments. Collect the pictures of various musical instruments. The second one is write few lines about any musical instrument you have come across. Write 5 lines about any musical instrument you have come across. Children, I hope you all enjoyed this video session. Is it? Good. Thank you, children.